All right. So welcome to today's event, everybody. Today we're going to do our very, very first edition of a Meet the Staff panel and AMA. It's the first time we've ever tried something like this, where you're basically going to have a chance to be able to meet some of our staff members, ask them questions about themselves, and kind of get to know everyone a little bit better. So I'm just going to kick Hyder real quick. All right. So, yes, let's get started then today with today's event. I'm Mac. I'm a community manager here at TopGG and also support associate. I'm in charge of events. And on our panel today, we have Nom and Spoder. So I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. So, Nom, do you want to start us off?
Well, I'm Nom. I study social science, and I've been basically everywhere in TopGG. During my quote unquote career here, I've been a contributor because I was underaged. I've also been a moderator and kind of a bot reviewer, I guess, considering that's part of mod stuff as well. Other than that, I have a cat. Her name is Smulan. I love her. She's very cute. Yeah, I think that's basically it.
Awesome, cool. Okay, great. Okay, Spoder, do you want to go ahead and say a few words about yourself too?
Yo, yeah. So I'm Spoder, and also known as Spooder, Spotter, whatever you want to pronounce it like. I have a cat too. His name is Hartman, and I do bot reviewer stuff. So I review everybody's bots that they submit, and I have my own bot that I work on in my free time. And I'm not in school and I'm unemployed. That's me.
Well, I mean, you've still got plenty of other interesting stuff to do, I'm sure. All right. Okay, cool. Awesome. So basically the format of today's event is we have some questions which we've prepared in advance to kind of get to know a few things about our two staff members who we're talking to today. And then there's a second part of this event at the end where there's an AMA. So if you go to the announcements channel, you'll be able to find the thread there. And in this thread, you can ask your own questions, which we'll ask our staff members at the end of the event. And they'll be able to answer that for you live. So, okay, let's get started then with our first question. So, these questions are for both panelists. We'll start off with you, Nom. How did you discover TopGG?
Well, I didn't really know a lot about it before my friend Speedy introduced me to it, because we were both staff in a different server, and he was kind of like, this server kind of sucks, do you want to join this other one instead? And I was like, sure. And then I ended up here, and he explained the whole TopGG thing to me, and I was like, oh cool, that sounds fun. And now 2 years later I'm here.
Great, awesome. Okay, what about you, Spoder? How did you find TopGG?
So it started when you guys were still named bot list or whatever, and I was like, I need to get my bot out there, So I discovered TopGG, and it actually helped my bot get out there. Well, actually, scratch that. It didn't help my first bot get out there, but that was my fault because I made my first bot as a not very good bot, But but then I made my current one, 0 to 60 #ad, and yeah, so that's how I discovered TopGG. Basically, just listing bots.
Cool. Yeah, that's how I discovered TopGG as well. It was by getting my bot listed and trying to promote my bot, and it was bringing me so much traffic. It was like, right, okay, so what is this all about? So I kind of got a bit more interested in it that way, and same for me. Yeah, cool, awesome. So, why did you get involved in TopGG? What about you, Nom? I mean, you joined as a regular member, but then what kind of encouraged you to get involved?
I mean, I kind of joined out of the whole like idea that I would be a moderator. Because when I had joined, Speedy had referred me to one of the community managers, like, hey, this girl is kind of good, she should be mod, whatever. And so my only time as like a normal member was, I think, like 2 weeks or something, when I was just trying to like get my activity up and like try to like get to know people more rather than just being some random person coming from nowhere.
So you like speed ran mod roll in like 2 weeks?
Yeah, basically.
Nice. Okay, cool. Awesome. That's very interesting. What about you, Spoder? You said you joined as a bot developer, then obviously TopGG was bringing you some traffic, but then what made you want to get involved in TopGG?
Actually, it was actually when I was like 17, I wanted to do it, but I was like, oh man, you gotta be 18. I guess I'll wait. But then I completely forgot about it until now. But then I remembered, and so I was like, oh, this sounds actually pretty interesting. You know, I want to spend my time looking at the creative side of bot developers, you know? So that's basically why I got involved.
Yeah, for sure. It's certainly very interesting being a staff member at TopGG because you do actually get to see a lot of interesting creativity from the community. There's certainly some really creative bots out there and some very cool servers to join too. So yeah, it's definitely a very interesting part of it. Awesome. Okay, so what do you like to do, both other than reviewing bots and other than moderating the site? What about you, Spoder? Do you want to start us off? What do you like to do outside of TopGG?
Yeah. So I mainly just develop my own bot. That's all I do. And then I will also sometimes play video games, like every person on Discord. I'm not a Warhammer fan. Wait, I don't know if I should be asked. I don't know if I should be answering in that general, but oh well. So,
what kind of games do you like?
I've been playing just random games recently. Actually, I've picked up Destiny. That's my main game, and that's about it for me. I just develop my own bot. That's basically what I do all day. But yeah,
nice. Yeah, Destiny is definitely rising in popularity. I've seen that around the place quite a lot. Cool. Awesome. What about you, Nom? What do you do outside of reviewing bots and moderating the site?
I mean, I moderate the Valorant server as well, so I've got that going on. But I'm also a full-time student, so I don't really like have a lot of energy to do like a lot of different things because school takes up like such a big priority of my time. But during the weekends, I usually just like either sleep most of the day or play like Sims or Valorant or any other game.
Can definitely relate to sleeping on weekends.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Cool. A lot of gamers on the team for sure. So, when it comes to reviewing bots, what is the most interesting bot that you've ever tested during your time as a bot reviewer? What about you, Spoder?
That's actually a really tough one because I've seen a lot, but there's one specific one that I've remembered for a while, and that actually like makes me believe that's the most interesting one I've tested because I can actually remember it. Like 2 weeks later, it was a bot that allowed you to put robots against each other and fight, but it was only like interesting to me because of the way they did it, because it was like very well designed for a small bot. But yeah, that's cool. The most interesting one I've tested.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean that's what's great about testing is even if a bot is small and it's not in many servers, there can still be some really interesting, like well designed bots out there. What about you, Nom? What's the most interesting bot you've ever tested in your many years?
Honestly, I don't really know. I feel like just any bot that isn't just the standard like 200 command copy pasted code bot is interesting to me. Because I feel like as soon as it's like different from like the average, I am usually more interested than like just spamming copy pasted commands.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They definitely, yeah. Those ones generally have a little less refinement, should we say? Okay, so obviously, Top GG is quite a large part of your lives. How much time do you reckon you spend on Top GG on average in a week? Spoder, do you want to hop in?
Yeah, since Nam won't do it.
He didn't ask me.
I mean, feel free, just go ahead.
So, listen, this is not personal, but I spend about maybe an hour. Listen, well, I mean, the bot reviewing side takes a while, but generally, if I had to make an estimate, it would probably be an hour or something like that. But that's just because I have like my own bot, so I have to like do that too. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, after a while, you can definitely get reviewing down to an hour for sure. Yeah. What about you, Nom?
I think it's been a lot more recently because of like the amount of reports that we've been getting on the site. So I think like this week I would probably say around like, God, I don't know, like maybe 3-4 hours. But it's usually a lot less because I have so much other things going on. But now since I'm going into my winter break next week, I'll probably be able to like dedicate a lot more time than usually.
I think you can be really surprised sometimes because once I did actually like track my hours as a community manager, I was actually surprised at how fast it goes and how you don't even realize. Like you might think it's 3 or 4 hours, but by the time you actually like count them all up and actually track them, then it can actually work out quite a bit.
Yeah, like if you're doing like reports, it's always like, damn, this is gonna take so long, and then it takes like 5 minutes, and then you're done.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so you've both had a bit of experience on the team already. So do you have any recommendations or tips for people who are interested in applying as a bot reviewer at Top GG?
I'll take this one. Don't. I'm just kidding. So my number one tip is to just go for it, honestly. I mean, a lot of people are a little bit turned away because they're like, oh, I won't be able to get in, But I think that's not the case because I was gonna think of something inspirational, but I don't have anything. But yeah, I think just going for it is the main thing, and then don't really like feel like it's a big like thing, quotation marks. It's not like you're applying for a job, So it's just don't be too worried about it. That's my thing, I guess.
Yeah, having a good application definitely helps, though. Like, you really take your time to write up a good application, then that can definitely help you get into the interview process. What about you, Nom? Do you have like any extra tips or recommendations to people who want to be a BR?
I mean, I really agree with what Spoder said, but I also do feel like being honest in your application is also like a big thing, because if you are not like the type of person who usually enjoys teamwork or like group activities, then maybe this wouldn't be for you, and you shouldn't force yourself to try to enjoy it, even though you already know that you might not.
Yeah, we definitely have a very tight-knit team, and I think being able to work as a team with other people is definitely very important for sure. Even if bot reviewing is something that you kind of do on your own time, most of the time on your own. But it's not just that. It's like just chatting with people, like getting to know the rest of the staff is more of a team activity rather than just like, yeah, I'm going to do my quota now. Bye, guys. Yeah.
And then just not coming back till next week.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, Spoder, you mentioned you have your own bots. What about you, Nom? Do you have a bot?
Well, let me tell you about Nombot.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Well, it was a bot that I think Elian helped me make, because I was trying to like figure out how to code, and then I gave up on that after like a day because it was too complicated and I wasn't good at it immediately, so I got tired of trying. Slay. But other than that, the bot didn't really like do anything. Like, it would just respond to the message you sent with like some sort of like predetermined like phrase, like slay or whatever. It was a great bot. I loved it, but not very useful.
I would invite that to my server.
Yeah. Wait, oh my god, I need to see if I can find like any screenshots of it. I think it's still like in a server.
Oh, that would be great.
Maybe I deleted the server actually.
That would be hilarious though. If you find
Oh my god, wait, hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I found it. Oh my god. Let me find like a good screenshot of it. Hold on.
Put it in general, I might be able to see.
Yes. Oh god, this is from 2020.
Spoder, while Nom looks for her screenshots, do you want to talk about
Yes.
your own bot?
So my own bot is called 0260, and it is basically a car game bot, but on Discord. So think of like Need for Speed, but in text form. And
Very
you can
cool.
upgrade your car, you can race your car. Yeah, see, this person says, wait, what? See, I knew it. People do not know it exists, but they want to play it. This is my issue. But yeah, that's mine. All right.
Yeah, it's a really super cool like concept. I haven't had time to try it out yet, but I definitely want to. Oh, and Nom has just shared the screenshot of Nombot.
Yeah.
So reply is like beep boop. Sounds fun.
I thought it was a great bot.
I mean, everyone has to start somewhere, right? Okay, awesome. Okay, we're going to move on to individual questions now for each panelist. So this one is specifically for Spoder. So what was the interview and trial period of bot reviewing like for you?
Listen, so I don't know why I said listen. It was actually really laid back. Yeah, it was surprisingly laid back. Like I was very nervous, but that was for nothing. Like I got to the interview and I was like, what do I say? But then, it was just very laid back. It was like human to human, Zaya was very, laid back too. Shout out Zaya. But yeah, that was basically mine. But yeah.
Cool. What about your trial period with Nom, right? Nom was your mentor, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Listen, Nam is a very good person, but not a very good mentor. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, she's like the best. Nom has mentored all the speakers on this panel.
But yeah, she did a very good job. I won't lie. She helped me actually learn the ins and outs of reviewing a bot. She gave me a hands-on. She made sure to tell me if I'm doing something wrong or not. It was very laid back.
Yeah, she's definitely a very good mentor for sure. So, what about you, Nom? What's your favorite part of mentoring people?
Honestly, just getting to know people on a different level rather than just seeing them in chat. Because I feel like the actual mentoring session puts you on a deeper level of connection, I guess, rather than just hi, these are the new trials, say hi, lol. So yeah, I just love getting to know people better.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting because you get to see people from all around the world as well. It's not just people from the US. I think people have this kind of misconception that all of the team is US based, but we actually have a very diverse team.
Oh my god. I had to I think it was this summer. No, it was last summer. I was mentoring Pixel, I think it was. And Pixel's Australian. So we had our mentoring session at 6 a.m. for me before I had gone to sleep.
Wow. Yeah.
It was a great session. I'm not sure how much he learned, but I had fun.
Yeah, I mean, time zones are always a bit of a pain when working with a team like that, but it's interesting to get to find out more about new cultures and people from different countries. That's certainly one thing I enjoy about it in any case. Okay, Spoder, where did your username come from?
Okay. So it actually started with Roblox. If anyone knows that game, I don't know. Actually, everybody knows that game, but it started with Roblox. Actually, wait, hold on. No, it started with YouTube. I was Shut up, Nam. So it started with YouTube, and it was Spider Owl Boss at first, and then I went to Roblox, and it was just Spider Owl. I dropped the boss because it was kind of cringe, and it became Spider Owl for a while, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just change it to Spoder Owl? I replaced the I with an O, and then I dropped the Owl because I wanted to be just more unique, And yeah, that's how it came to be. How about you, Nam?
Yeah, Nam, how did you get your username?
I think I've told this story before at some point. When I was like, shut up, Spider. When I was like 13 or 14, I think I had this like friend group of like Osu players. Basically, I also played, but I was really like bad. And I think at some point I started doing this like high-pitched anime girl voice as like a joke because it was like haha funny, and so I ended up just saying like nom nom like over and over. And so then nom nom used to be my nickname in the server, and then I just changed my like actual Discord name to nom nom, and then it ended up as just nom because nom nom was like unnecessary.
Wow. So all this time you're just like embracing the anime girl.
Real.
Right.
God, I don't think I can do the voice anymore. I haven't done it in like ages.
Okay. All right. Interesting origin story. What was it like mentoring Spoder?
Oh God. No, Spoder was a great mentee. Yeah, mentee. He was really good at like understanding what we were supposed to do, and he did very well when we were like reviewing bots together because he was paying attention rather than just being like, oh, I already know this and stuff. But yeah, it was really great. He was nice to talk to, and we seemed to get along quite well.
Cool. Could you maybe like explain for the people listening what exactly a mentor does and like the different steps that a mentor takes in like bringing on board a new bot reviewer?
Well, first of all, before the whole like process, Saya usually asks us whether like if anyone's interested in mentoring, and I'm always interested in mentoring. But then eventually we get like trials come on, and then I think Saya usually picks them for us, since like unless we like know the person being onboarded, we might be like, hey, can I maybe have this person? Haha. But then eventually like they get onboarded, they're like sent the like, God, what's the word, like the guidelines, and then they look through those, and then we eventually, I think we do like, I don't remember, but we used to do group orientations, but we've also done like one-on-one orientations.
Yeah.
They're very similar, but group orientations are usually a bit more formal. But either way, orientation is just like teaching like the new trials what we're supposed to do and how it's supposed to be done. And then it usually moves on to a one-on-one session with your mentor, where you're like reviewing bots together, talking, getting to know each other, and just like figuring out the whole thing. Yeah, that's basically it.
It's really interesting process.
Yeah, sure. It's really fun. I love it.
Cool. All right. Okay, so Spoder, as a bot reviewer, what is your least favorite type of bot to review when you're doing Q?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Oh, I feel some strong opinions on this.
So it's always the clones. Like every single. Okay, listen. 90% of music bots I review are also clones, and I'm like, oh my goodness, can you be creative, please? I'm sorry, but I'm going on a rant right now. But oh my goodness, they are so annoying because then I have to find the clone that's in question. And if I suspect it's a clone and it's not on the list, I have to look on GitHub personally. But yeah, also multi-purposes are not that bad, not gonna lie. But yeah, and Turkish bots. No offense. All right, that's me. Yep.
They're certainly like not the most interesting ones to review when they're clones for sure. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so what about music now. What are your favorite genres of music? Go ahead. Whoever wants to jump in.
I'll take this one. Actually, my music taste is very broad. Like I listen to anything. But my main one probably would be pop punk. Any pop punk enjoyers in the chat? But yeah, that's me. And then I also like electronic sometimes if I'm in the mood. And then sometimes I like emo stuff, and then I like hip hop. Yeah, that's me. All right. What do you think, Nam?
I think most of us know the answer to this one. But I like K-pop.
Hip hop?
No, K-pop.
I was like, no, she kind of said that for sure.
No. Yes. But yeah, other than that, I kind of like I don't really know what like the genre is called, but I think it's something like bedroom pop, I think it's sort of called. Yeah, I think that's kind of my music taste.
I've never heard of that before. I might go and look that up afterwards.
Yeah, it's like songs with like dreamy vibes, kind of. I don't know how to explain it. Wait, I found a playlist.
All right. Oh, cool. There's a playlist there in general. If anyone wants to find out what bedroom pop is. Cool. I'm going to save that for later.
Listen to K-pop, guys. Stream Dice by NMix.
All right. We're going to move on to AMA questions now then. So just a quick reminder, there's the thread in announcements. So you can go and ask your questions in there and I'll read them out so that we can find out a bit more about our two panelists. So first question is from Dominik. Dominik is one of our community managers here, and he asks, what was the most valuable lesson you've learned during your time at TopDG?
Let me think. Actually, Nam, you can go.
Good question. God, I don't really know actually. I think just like it's gonna sound super cringe, but like teamwork, I guess. The server I used to mod before TopGG, it was like super like chaotic and it was like super toxic as well. Like people didn't really communicate. It was just mostly like if I would do something, then there would be like all of the other staff members talking shit about it and then like not saying anything about it to me. But yeah, I definitely think like teamwork is a big part of something that I've learned, like healthy teamwork, that is.
Yeah, that's definitely something interesting about our team for sure. So Spoder, have you come up with something?
Yeah. So the most valuable lesson I've learned is teamwork.
Bro, get your own answer. Wow.
No, listen, okay, wait. Okay, I got another one. It's that you don't need to always be serious all the time with a team like this or whatever, you know? I mean, you there's times where you have to be serious, but you can like be laid back, you know?
Right. So like don't be afraid to like have fun as well with people.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. All right. Okay, next question is from Depthify, and he asks, how are you able to manage this huge active community? Nam, do you want to start us off?
I mean, I don't really think it's like, I feel like people think it's more difficult than it actually is, because a lot of the time it's just like regulars chatting, and most of the time you sort of know like how the conversation might escalate or like de-escalate. But I think the most like difficult part is during like everyone pings, because then people always come in like, oh my god, why did you ping me? Wait. But yeah, it's really not like that difficult. but I don't really know how to like answer how because it just kind of happens. It's more something that you just like, get used to rather than something that you're like expected to know.
Yeah. I think it does require quite a bit of experience. But also at the same time, I think we're able to manage it like thanks to the team as well at the same time.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
You've always got someone nearby to give you advice if you're not sure about something.
Yeah, I always ask Woo questions. It used to be Arl, but he's no longer here and I miss him.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What about you, Spoder?
I don't know how I would answer this. I chat here mainly, but
Yeah.
it's not. I'll take the queue for example. So there's a lot of bots in queue, for example, but I don't like get overwhelmed. You know, I'm like, oh, I only have to do. I don't have to I don't have to do the whole queue by myself. You know, there's people that help. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, that's the main thing. There's people that
Yeah.
help.
That's it. I mean, same sort of thing. Like, so it's a team, right? So I think having like an active team like we have is definitely a big part of managing the community and makes things a lot easier as well. Being able to like count on others as well for advice and help. It's definitely a big part of it for sure. Okay, our next question is from Null. And Null asks, what are your opinions on the Rust programming language?
I'll take this one. I haven't used it, but I hear it's pretty good. Yep.
Same, to be honest. I don't think do you have any opinions on Rust?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
Yes. You're supposed to say blazingly fast, I think.
Yeah, it's a good video game.
Blazingly fast.
All right. Okay, next question is from Family Friendly, who's a moderator here. And he asks, what is your opinion on motor buses?
No. No more motor bus. Can't.
As in like a bus? Like a transportation?
Oh my god, let me tell you. Oh my god.
Okay.
Basically, I was having my mentoring session with Family Friendly, right? And I kept getting like captchas that were just asking me to click on the motor buses over and over.
Or like when you add the bot on
yeah, and it wouldn't stop. It was just the motor bus over and over. It was terrible.
I'm going to take this opportunity to say the most annoying part about reviewing bots is the captchas.
Yeah. I hate the captchas.
It's like Discord's capture when you go to invite the bot to the server and it pops up after you click invite.
It asks me, like, pick the chicken that's sitting on a table. Like, what? Why so specific?
Pick the chicken that is written a 10-page essay. Right. Okay. Next question is from Burbur. And Burbur asks, what is your opinion on Snuttig, which is the IKEA bear?
The who?
Yeah, that was my
pretty cool,
reaction.
I guess.
Oh, the polar
cute.
bear.
Oh, he's cute. I want it. How about we do a Secret Santa and somebody gets that for me?
I think my neighbor had one of these. I remember it because I was always like really jealous of it. I wish I had one, but my bed is not big enough for like all these teddy bears. Jingle Skoog is taking up too much space.
Okay, next question is from Nicole. No, I really have no opinion on this bear whatsoever. Okay, Nicole asks, who is the stinkiest staff member? So for context, this is like an inside joke.
What?
I mean, actually, let me think.
Can I still say Snuttig even though he's not here?
Well,
I miss Snuttig.
Staff members.
I think it would be Emir. I don't know why.
What did Emir do?
I don't know. I just feel like it.
Poor Emir.
Wow.
I don't know who to say. I'm gonna say Johan because he's Norwegian and I don't like Norwegian people.
Oh god, here we go. Scandinavian drama. Okay. By the way, Johan recently promoted to community manager. Congrats. So he now has the power to ban you for that, Nom.
If you do it, you won't.
All right. Okay, next question is from Big Bun. This question is specifically for Nom, and he asks, "What is your favorite musical?"
God, I mean, it really like depends on like what mood I'm in. I think most recently I listened to Dear Evan Hansen, but I was also crying during it. So, but for happy musical, I think just like Hamilton, even though it's like kind of long.
Nice. I think Big Bun would probably agree with you on that.
Yeah, I hope so at least. I think we had this conversation the other day.
Do you watch musicals, Spoder?
No.
Me neither.
You should.
There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah. All right. Okay. We're going to move on to the next question then. This is also from Big Bun, and he asks, "What is your absolute favorite bot on TopGG?"
Like on the site as a whole?
Yeah.
That's a good question. This is probably going to be very controversial or whatever, like a very typical answer, but I like Dank Memer. Not because of the whole, like everything about it, like robbing and stuff like that. It's just a big inspiration.
I like robbing people.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I'm taking the more like inspiration like side of things. Like I don't know what about the bot is, but I mean I don't know what it is about the bot that just inspires me to work on my bot, but it's just
Yeah, they have a super strong economy system. So yeah, that's definitely a good point about it. What about you, Nom? What's your favorite bot on TopGG?
Oh, well, I just remembered that there's a version of Nombot on TopGG, so I'm gonna have to say Nombot.
Wow, so biased.
Yep.
Still doing ads, even though we're almost like halfway through the event.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, my favorite bot is 026.
Wait. Shut up.
All right. Okay. Next question is from Potta, and Porta asks, "Best advice to get more users on your bot or server?"
I'll take this one because I have experience with it. So I have experience with like building quite a few bots. The main thing is to be unique. That's what I've seen at least. And like just don't really like let it actually no, it's so natural growth is good, but at the same time it's not just gonna come to you if you just are impatient, Like if you're just sitting around and be like, where's my users? Come on. Like you have to be A, unique, and B, patient, So that's just the main thing that I've seen with my bots at least.
Yeah, also proactive as well. Like as you were saying, it's something you gotta constantly work on. It's not something you can just because your bot is approved on TopGG, it doesn't mean it's gonna grow out of the gate.
I think a lot of people think that's just gonna happen. Like my bot got approved, now I'm gonna get 1,000 users overnight.
Yeah, absolutely. Nom, do you have any other words of advice?
I mean, honestly, I was just gonna say like make a good bot. I feel like that's like the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think having a unique concept,
yeah,
a unique offering, definitely helps. Because that's what makes you stand out from all the other bots on the site. And why would someone invite your bot if it does the same as 150 other bots in the same category? But also another big point. I have a piece of advice here as well. I would say my best advice for getting more users for your bots would definitely be to use voting on TopGG as well, because the more votes your bot has, the higher your bot appears in searches and also in categories. So voting, from my in my experience, has definitely been a very important part of it, and it's a great way of growing a bot without necessarily having to invest any money into it as well. So it's a great way when you're starting out to try and grow it as fast as possible. Is just get your users to vote for your bot on TopDG, and that really helps in growth. So that's my piece of advice, at least. All right, I'm going to move on to the next question then. Oh, wow, this one's deep. This one's from Null, and Null asks, what is the meaning of life?
At least 7.
2.
No, I said at least 7, not 2.
Oh, 27.
There you have it.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Okay, Nicole asks, who owns the real Smulan, Mom?
Me, I do. It's my cat.
Me.
He's sleeping right behind me. Spoder's cat is just a copy of mine.
My cat just left. He's not my
See?
cat anymore.
Spoder literally just like copy and pasted my cat into a different font.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have cats, your cats like look the same?
No, yeah, they're like identical basically.
I think we need to see pictures in general.
Oh god, I sent one earlier. Let me find it again.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's like have the same cats. That's so funny.
Yeah, I was literally like, I saw like a picture of Spoder's cat in chat once and I was like, what the f? That's my cat.
You got teleported over to Spoder's house.
Yeah.
Declined
Spoder.
for being a clone.
Real. Oh, shit. Spoder, find your cat. Why is this one
What?
sideways?
Oh, okay, I'll post it. Let me find a good picture.
Oh my god, my Discord keeps like lagging as soon as I try to copy the image.
I don't have a cat though. I have a dog.
Maybe you should get a cat instead.
I'm not much of a cat person.
When,
definitely more of a dog
Red flag, red flag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Although my dog is sort of like a cat. She always climbs
There's
up on
my
stuff.
sideways cat.
Cat content.
Yeah, they're like similar. Look at them.
So similar. That is crazy. Wow.
He literally just stole my cat. I can't believe this.
An actual clone.
Yeah, like IRL clone. Cat dupe method.
Yeah,
All right.
I use an exploit.
Oh god.
Okay. All right. Next question is from Igor, and Igor asks, "What is your favorite food?"
Anything pasta. Just pasta, yeah.
True.
I'm eating pasta right now. With like ketchup.
What? Huh?
I
That's
don't
disgusting. This is why I hate-
no, listen.
is
I
why I
don't have
hate
any
Sweden.
sauce. No, I don't have any
mean-
sauce. I don't want to like just eat
Oh,
pasta.
okay.
That's boring.
Yeah.
I need something,
guess.
and I had ketchup, okay? It's a very Swedish thing.
Ketchup.
It is
will
very
second-
good.
I will second that though. Pasta is very good. That's my favorite. I like Italian stuff.
Wow. My
chicken.
expectations got lowered
Chip.
so quickly there, Norm. You said pasta,
What?
and I was like, yeah, and then you said ketchup. And I was like, no.
No. Pasta
Literally.
and like pasta and ketchup is not my favorite, but like pasta, but with ketchup is also okay.
I mean, if you have nothing
Trust
else,
me,
then
don't hate until you try.
Sure, but
No, I'm not. I don't like willingly eat my pasta with ketchup. If I have sauce, then I'm eating the sauce.
as you should.
Yeah, and yes, I do actually like pineapple on pizza.
Oh my god, we're going
Me
to stop
too.
this discussion right now. The
You guys are
Italians
jealous.
listening will
No.
be.
Wow. Don't even try. Okay, the sweetness and the pizza is so good. Don't even. You guys are just jealous. Though I can't lie, I always like pick off the pineapple bits before I eat the rest of the pizza because I want to eat them first because I like them better.
That's
It's
not
like I have an Italian friend, and I asked him once, "What's your opinion on pineapple on pizza?" And he said, "Yeah, it's fine. It's just as long as it's nowhere near me."
Don't tell them about banana pizza
Oh my
Ew.
god, no!
with curry.
Oh, banana curry pizza.
Banana pizza with curry.
Oh god,
Let me show you.
I don't think I want to see it. That looks absolutely
Okay.
disgusting.
I think
All
it's
right.
a Swedish
Moving
thing.
on to the next question, guys.
Moving on. Okay, so Hixie
Wait. Let me read this definition of the pizza.
Oh god.
A crispy wheel of happiness This type of pizza can be found at pizzerias across Sweden and is now deliciously dairy-free. Ooh.
This is actually
I knew it was
a thing in Sweden.
Yes! I've
Is
never
that-
met anyone who buys it, but it's a thing.
Does that have cashew nuts on it?
I wouldn't surprise. That's bananas.
Bananas and cashew nuts?
Oh yeah,
and
it does.
Oh my god, that's just awful.
Welcome
Alright,
to
this
Sweden,
person
guys.
asked-
Enjoy your stay.
Okay. All right. So moving on. Hixie asks, "What is your favorite experience that you've had while on the staff team?"
Let me think.
I think I would have to say coming back
lot of
after
favorite.
being kicked off. That was a good time, I think.
Good times.
But other than that, I don't know. I think most like experiences I've had have been good.
I think mine was the top GG staff quiz because
Oh
we
my
won that one. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! Didn't you like oversleep and miss it?
Yeah, my
Oh.
bad.
I will never forgive you.
But yeah,
me too.
generally
God.
my favorite is just every day, maybe. You know? That's my favorite experience. Every day.
Oh, so wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. You mentioned the quiz, and we do like internal events, like just for the staff, just to have a bit of fun and hang out together. And so,
my
yeah,
God.
I just
That's
broke my
definitely-
NDA. My
Can we
bad.
tell them about the
Just
quiz,
kidding.
like how it worked? Oh my,
if you
can
like.
I? Oh my god! So we had a quiz, right? With like, I don't know, I don't remember what it was about. I've like shoved this to the back of my mind. I've been traumatized. But basically, there was a buzzer, and the buzzer did not ever register my answers. And Spoder was supposed to be on my team, and he overslept. It was me and Arl. We were alone. Oh my
Bad.
god! I will never
Buzzer.
play any game with a buzzer ever again. I've had it up to here,
Just
and
for
I'm never on Spoder's team ever again.
No.
Just for context for the audience, this happened back in August, and
Yeah, it was a while
still
ago.
a big point of conflict for mom.
Yes, it was sad. Oh yeah, Arl got really angry, and I did as well.
All right, moving on to the next question then. This one's from Porta, and he asks, "What is your favorite emoji?"
Can I say all of them?
Ooh, can I wait? I'm gonna type it in the chat. Wicked. That's my favorite. Every staff member knows that's my favorite by now. I think
It's true.
I use that a lot.
Oh yeah, I really like the Yara's hair flip one, but I think I like that one, and I like the plump thumbs up one.
Yeah,
I like any plump.
really cute.
They're so funny.
And the plump emojis, yeah, for sure.
Oh, and the younger Skook. Cannot forget about him.
All right. Okay. Next question is from Green Dudes 2H, and he asks, "What is the best suggestion you can give for future bot developers?"
Let me think.
Yeah,
Just
I
make
don't really think
something-
this is a question for me.
It's not a question for Nam. I'm just kidding. But not really. But I think the one thing I can give is, well, actually two things. First of all, make something unique because nobody's gonna want to use your bot if it's the same as every other bot, you know. But also, don't give up. You know, like sounds like typical, but it's real. Like, don't give up because if you do, you're not gonna it's like, okay, let me find the word I'm trying to use. It speaks for itself. If you give up, you give up, it's not gonna, yeah, see, it's gambler's advice. That's what I mean. 90% of gamblers quit before they hit it big.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Could be somewhat similar, I guess.
But yeah, that's the main thing. Just make your bot, make it unique and actually put effort into it, like regularly. And if you can't, that's fine. But just try to find the time to work on it more and come up with new ideas. I mean, that's what I do personally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, you definitely gotta keep it up for sure. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Like if you want to grow a bot, it takes time.
Also, don't be afraid to like ask other developers also, and also don't be afraid to like quote unquote copy, but don't like copy outright. Like just you can take inspiration. Like don't be afraid to like take inspiration from other bots. You know.
I think, like personally, in my own experience, there are certain features that you might find on my bot which you could find on others, but they're only there because I've used other bots and I've seen how they do it, and I had a vision where I would have done it differently, and I only add those kinds of features to my bot if I think I can do a better job, and that's kind of like that's the only reason I would add a feature which already exists on other bots is if I think I can do it better, then I'll do it. But sometimes people like send me requests for features, and I'm like, why can't you just use this bot instead? And if they don't have a good reason for like not using that bot, then I won't do it.
People keep on asking me to add robbing to my bot. Like, how does that fit?
Steal a car comes into GTA.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Okay. Hixie asks, what is your favorite food to eat on a cold winter's night?
It's not really a food, but I like tea.
What about you, Spoder?
Spoder, aren't you from like Florida? Do you even experience the cold?
No. I'm
Where are you
Ohio.
from? Same thing.
Ohio meme. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a little different, but
Is it?
Let me think. Wait, what was that? Huh? Is it what?
Is it different? Name one difference between Florida and Ohio.
The weather.
Doubt.
Like Ohio, it'll be 30 degrees one day and then it'll magically go to 70 the next day. Like, it's magic. I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Florida has crocodiles.
Oh, right.
So it's crocodile.
We don't have crocodiles here.
On a cold winter's night?
Oh yeah, on a cold winter's night I'll eat
a crocodile.
Yeah, crocodile. Just kidding. Mainly chili, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I'll probably just heat something up in the oven. To be honest, I'll just eat whatever I can find.
Have you ever eaten crocodile before?
People eat crocodile?
I don't think I would.
I ate crocodile when I was in Mexico. I ate crocodile in Mexico, and
oh my god,
it's kind of weird. I didn't really like it.
I would never. Oh my god, ew.
Just don't think about it as being crocodile.
How can I not think about it not being crocodile? What?
I mean, it was okay, but like I wouldn't choose to eat it. I mean, I chose to eat it because I wanted to taste it, but like I wouldn't pick it on a menu. Like, but it was okay. It was a bit weird. Okay, Green Dude 2H asks, what are some things that inspire you to not give up?
I wouldn't say this like inspires me, but I'm like a very competitive person. And so a lot of the time I just don't give up like out of spite for other people.
What about you, Spoder? What was the question? Wait. Hold on.
What are some things? What's some advice you'd have to inspire people to not give up?
Okay. To be honest, the thing that inspires me is just my community that I have around me. Like as a whole, like, you know, Top GG, my bot, friends, you know, just the community helps me get by and not give up on my projects and stuff like that, you know?
That's great. Yeah. All right. Okay. Is this an L or an I? I don't know. IA, is it IA or I don't. Is it an L? Okay, thanks. Okay, so Lei asks, what is one update that's actually useful that you wish Discord would do?
Let me tell you. I wish they would stop actually giving features and instead fix the features that they already have. How about that? But yeah, they know that I want them to do that instead. But yeah. I've like personally told them. And they asked me once like how, like does anyone remember the developer feedback thingy? I put on there, please fix bugs instead of making new features. But yeah, yep. What about you, Nam?
I don't really know. I really like the recent profile customization feature. I just like being able to customize by platform and profile. I think that's my favorite thing about Discord.
Cool. All right. All right. We haven't got much time left. We have 5 minutes left on the event, so I'm gonna skip a couple of questions, and I just picked out some of the ones which are the most interesting in my opinion. Special asks, does regulating some commands with vote locks actually help, or are they ultimately harmful? I think by that they mean if you vote lock a command, does it actually help your bot?
It depends on what the command is, to be honest. I mean, I've seen, if it's just a small command or whatever, it's fine. But if it's a major feature, then I wouldn't suggest it. Actually, isn't that against our TOS to not lock major features to voting? I think.
Well, you can't lock the majority.
Yeah,
but I think definitely having something like that. If it's something that
command.
If it's a command that enhances the experience beyond what it can be without voting, then I think that's a positive way of growing your bot for sure. I wouldn't say, lock the main feature. I'd say maybe leave the main feature open, but then maybe have a bonus part or a bonus feature which can be unlocked with voting. That's generally a good way of doing it. Because I think if you lock something like the main feature, people won't necessarily try it. I think leaving the main feature open so people can get to know your bot and get to know what it does for free is the best way of doing it. And then if they want to go further and they really enjoy your bot, then they're more inclined to vote for it. So maybe at that point you can lock a specific feature on top of it, which they can unlock by voting. So that's my advice in any case for the best way of doing a vote lock. But it definitely helps for sure. Okay, next question is from Green Dude 2H, and he asks, do you have any places where you would love to travel to?
Not Sweden. I'm just kidding.
Man.
Let me think. Actually, I have a few. One of my top ones is probably Germany, surprisingly.
Why?
I don't know. There's a very nice Porsche museum, my favorite car brand, and I want to go there.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, and then
just go there for cheap alcohol.
Okay. And also, I want to go to Italy for some reason. I don't know.
Italy is great. Yeah, definitely recommend Italy. I went to Rome, and the food is just something else, man. Ooh. It's crazy. So good. There's no ketchup on pasta there and no pineapple on pizza. So.
Man!
All right, Noel, what about you? Where would you like to travel?
I mean, I don't speak any French, but I think I would really like to visit the southern part of France. I've heard that it's supposed to be really pretty, and I really want to see it.
It is. Come visit.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
But other than that, I think just the Maldives. How do you say it? Maldives?
Maldives, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would just be really nice.
They do look super pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Family Friendly, who's a mod here, asks, what was your dream job when you were a kid? I bet it was a bot reviewer.
Yeah, it was a bot reviewer. I'm just kidding.
Okay, next question. All right,
I think my mom used to tell me that I really liked swimming when I was little, so I would always tell her that I wanted to be a swimming instructor. I did not end up as a swimming instructor, but
Interesting.
Mine isn't.
I just wanted a reason to be in the water.
Mine isn't really necessarily a job, but as a kid, I remember me wanting to be Spider-Man when I grew up.
Real.
I know, but the actual job that I wanted to be was probably a game designer, similar to what I'm doing now, but I'm not making much money, so I regret wanting to be a game designer. I'm just kidding. All right.
No, yeah, you should keep it up.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere and build up your experience where you can. So that's a great way of getting started is with Discord bots, at least. All right. Okay, so we're gonna take one last question, and we're gonna ask the age-old question: is soup a food or a drink?
Oh my goodness.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah,
Well,
done.
Yeah,
I
because
think
it
the
could.
question really asks you to decide, though.
But
No.
but if it has like chunks in it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
You
just
eat
like
it.
flat soup, then you can drink it. I think it depends on how you eat it. Like, you can drink it, but you can
Yeah.
also like eat it with a spoon. You know, like some soup have like chewy pieces in them,
True.
and then
Very
some are
valid
just like flat.
Flat soup.
Yes,
Water with ice. Yes, that's a soup.
So is water
I
with
love
ice soup?
yes.
All right. Awesome. Okay, well, it must be some Swedish soup. Okay,
I
so
don't like soup.
so that's it for today's event. It's been great getting to chat with you guys. Do you have any final words, I guess? Any like closing remarks? What would you like to say, or anything you'd like to shout out? Any projects or anything?
0 to 60. But yeah.
Where can we find 0 to 60?
Nowhere.
GG. Oh,
On top.
okay. It's on top GG.
I think
Awesome.
we should all go watch football now.
Oh, is it football time?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wait,
it has been
football?
for an hour. The game has been
Huh?
on since like
Who's
8.
winning? Hold on.
France is winning.
Of course they are.
Yeah, it's 1-0.
All right. Okay. Thanks everyone for coming to today's panel. It's been great getting to chat with our mods here and our bot reviewer, and definitely looking forward to this. If you would like to see this kind of event in the future, then definitely let us know. You can either let us know in general, or you can send me a DM as well. If you have any ideas for future events or future panels, we're always open to suggestions. So go ahead, send me a DM here on Discord. You can also send a DM on Twitter to the TopGG accounts, and we'll get it there too. You'll be able to find a recording of this event on YouTube soon, and you'll also be able to find it on all of our podcast platforms. So it'll be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and basically anywhere where you can find a podcast. It'll be available soon as a recording. So thanks everyone for joining in, and see you at the next event, which will be on Friday, where we're going to be meeting some bot developers and discussing their bot projects. So thanks everyone for joining, and see you around in the server. Bye.